business, marketing, accounting, social media, resources, strategies, tips, events. The Business Knowledge Broker Hour.
It's just savage business.
Grants,
Let's talk some
funding,
business. Come and talk some
capital,
business. Come and talk some
life
business.
insurance,
Let's do
annuities, finances, tax tips, strategies, music, business,
Let's talk some business.
local
Come and talk some
spotlights,
business. Come and talk some business.
business
Let's
highlights,
do business. Let's talk
leadership,
some business. Come and talk some
entrepreneurship.
business.
The
Come and talk some
Business
business.
Knowledge
Let's do
Broker
business.
Hour.
Let's talk some business. Come and talk some business. Come and talk some business. And let's do business.
This is Candace Jones from Harvard Music Radio. You know, we're here in the studio each and every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. We're giving you the best business tips to make your business, blossom and grow and be the greatness that it is, right? And along the way during the week before you get to Sunday, you gotta listen in to some great and amazing people, right? So, with every day of the week, here at Harvard Music Radio, we have some really great shows. Let me tell you about it. We have Blame It on the Boogie and Boogie on a Monday through Friday, 12 to noon, and then again until 2 p.m. What's on your mind with Aunt Boogie? Tuesday through Thursdays, 11 a.m. to noon. Then we got Bring Back the 8-track with Goldie. He's gonna make you, pick out that fro. He's gonna make you want a fro if you don't have one. He's gonna make you want to put on some bell bottoms. You're gonna want some crushed velvet. You might go out and buy one of them leopard skin rugs after listening to his show. It goes down like that with Goldie, right? So that's from Fridays, 10 a.m. until noon. Then, of course, you got the Business Knowledge Broker Hour with the business guru, Candace Joseph, each and every Sunday, 7 to 9 p.m. If you need the rebroadcast, that's on Wednesdays, okay, from 4 to 6 p.m. Andrew B. Vocal Sounds, Sunday, 4 p.m. until 6. Dr. J Show with Dr. Jennings on Tuesdays, 3 p.m. until 5. And then we have the Soul Brother with Christopher Wiley, Wednesdays, 7 p.m. until 9. Then we got Real Talking Relationships with B. Y'all gotta watch me, okay? B and her co-host, they talk about all kind of stuff. I gotta call them up because we gotta do a part 2, okay? I gotta be on their show again. Then we have Access Brand with Sheila Brand, Thursdays, 7 p.m. until 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then we have the Brown Sugar Express with Brand and Nico Machette. If you are not listening to the show, they play some hits that I didn't even know some of these artists even came out with. They're great. They are amazing. Hey, anywhere that you are, if you're, quarantined inside, if you are someone who just need a different flow of music. If you need a radio station that's not going to play the same 10 songs every hour and then tell you to call some phone up because you got hit by a car, I'm just saying, look, Mr. One Chance is good. He laughing at me. He like, all right, kids, what you got going? I'll bring up his mic. Okay? So we got Mr. One Chance in the building.
What's up?
You know what? We have people listening from all over. So, it's not just, hey, we're here operating in Houston, Texas. That's local. But when I say this radio station is global, we're global and we're grassroots. And numbers are climbing, man. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Sometimes I look at the numbers, I'm like, all right, man, I can work with that. But for most time, it's crazy. Most of the people that have shows on this station, they're like, oh, I don't even know how to get to the numbers. I said, well, don't worry about it. We don't want to take your greatness away. Don't worry about it.
That's a fact.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
you don't know how to get there. We ain't tripping on it. So, for those that are listening, yes, you're a recording artist. Yes, you are an entrepreneur. I want you to tell the people about you. Tell them about you. Tell them about Mr. One Chance. Tell us about the recording artist. Tell us about the entrepreneur. We're going to get into some other stuff too, but I want you to introduce yourself too.
Well, I'm One Chance. I'm an artist. I don't consider myself a rapper because I'm an artist. That means I can take a canvas and paint a picture and make it something that the world will want to hear and see. So I've been doing this for decades. I love it. It's embedded in my heart and soul. When it comes to music, I just feel like that, that's something I just love and I just gotta do. So when you think of Mr. One Chance, you think music. think forward. You know what I'm saying? That just somebody that want to make a difference and somebody that want to, change the world. So that's
one song at a time.
One song at a time.
One verse at a time.
Sincere.
One boy at a time.
Sincere.
You know, like, what can I say?
So,
All I have to say is I want to thank Miss Sharika Hunt. I know she is listening in. I know she's tuning into the lobby.
what's up, sis?
I want to thank her. All she did was send it to me.
Mhm.
You know, I didn't even hesitate. She sent it to me. I said, okay, I can rock with that. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, okay. Then I started sending it to people, and then that's when I called you. I said, wait, I'm sharing it. Let me ask if this is okay.
I remember that call.
Yeah, remember I called. I said, hey, is this okay? I don't want to, do something. And he's like, I'm not ready for that yet. I gotta get my streams up, Candace. I loved it. Like, seriously, like straight up.
Appreciate it.
And, we're gonna talk about that. Let's talk about that a little bit. We ain't worried about the music tonight. We know how to play songs all the time. So let's talk. We family.
Yeah,
we family.
we right here.
Look, we right here.
We right here.
We
Let's
say,
do it.
we say, man, we having fun tonight. Man, we having fun.
We're gonna turn up.
Let's talk about the business side of. Well, first of all, we're gonna talk about this song, but I want to know about the business side of Miss On Chance. Let's talk about that. You are a recording artist, but you're an entrepreneur as well. Like, what got you in business in the first place? We know the music is there. You said you've been doing that for decades.
Yeah.
So, okay, music, business.
Okay.
How did that come about?
What got me into business myself was I just got tired of working for other people, and I wanted to. I got tired of working for other people, punching the clock. Like normal, middle class or lower class people that do. And I'm not knocking nobody for doing that. That's your thing. But that's what I got tired of doing. So I decided to be my own businessman and create my own lanes, which I created a security company called Bounce World One. That's gonna consist of bouncers that I send out to a variety of businesses or owners or whatever. Just say Carter B coming to town, she called my company to use my bouncers down here.
Nice.
So that's my thing. I'm setting up. That's one thing that I'm setting up right now besides the music. Business, man. Find you a lane, man. You know what I'm saying? Create it.
Create it.
Yeah.
And see, I talk about that each and every week. I tell people, what, we are given a lot of gifts. And if we don't tap into them, truthfully, it's our fault.
Man, you gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out right now.
Yeah, but this is the perfect time to figure it out because we don't know what's going on, and as long as they keep putting out the CDC reports on what we need to do for COVID-19, I got my business remix ready.
Yeah,
I stay ahead of it.
You have to, because in all actuality, we don't know what's going on. So you gotta figure out a way to create something for you and your kids, your future, whatever, or just to make a better place, man. You gotta figure it out. Don't settle. Don't settle. If you got anything, you got anything in you, any dream, anything that you want to do, don't settle. You can do it. I swear you can.
You know what? I have to give him a round of applause. I got to. Like, I wouldn't be here if I didn't.
I can't do nothing but be 100. That's it.
But I like how you said that. You said you can do it. It doesn't matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter what dream. You can make it happen.
You can make it happen.
Because a lot of times people feel like, okay, I don't have enough money to start a business. I don't have this. I don't have that. I know of about 70 things that you can do without having money to start a business.
That's right.
And people sit there and they say, okay, well, Candace, but how am I going to do that? So if you somebody want to, cut grass, you ain't got a lawnmower, the neighbor do. How much can I rent your lawnmower type of bother? That's simple.
That's simple.
That's simple.
Yeah, you just got to have an idea. My homeboy said that. He told me, you just got to have an idea and put it in play. That's it. You got to have once you got an idea, you be like, okay.
Well, all I have to say is, when Cardi B's company called your service, they call for your services.
Yeah.
That's good. She need an accountant.
no, definitely. Hey.
That's Cardi B. She need an accountant. I'm cute sometimes.
And I know it's gonna get to that point, and then I'll be able to, give that plug or whatever.
I love it. I love it because a lot of times we sit back and we say, okay, I don't know, and I think about it, I think this was a conversation I heard this week. Man, I don't know any business owners. Who can I get to be my business mentor that's going to help me be who I want to be?
Yeah.
How many times do you hear it? I hear it every week.
I mean, that's it, yeah. Well, you probably hear it more than me because you're radio, personality. But I do hear a lot of people out there that's kind of stuck.
Stuck.
Yeah, that's kind of stuck.
What do you think that's causing them to be stuck?
Just probably seeing it. They kind of just pass down. You gotta have some type of drive in you to want to make that change. But if you see it and you don't know how to create, and so your dad, they dad, you watch them just kind of work for that, so they don't have no paper trail.
Yeah, they don't have a success story to look at and say,
okay, I believe in myself. So it's you gotta find that spark. That's what I'm telling you.
I get that.
Yeah. So that's my, that's what I might be what's going on. But
Well, I can say this. There's one businesswoman that I know. It's a businesswoman that I know that I keep up with all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool cup lady.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Yeah. The neighborhood cool cup lady. Because think about it. She is there. She got her product ready. You don't gotta wait. She got grape. She got red. She got orange. She got all.
I mean, every kid that grew up in the hood or whatever had a cool cup lady. So that was your first person that you saw that ran a business.
Yeah.
I know for me, I remember the cool cup lady. 25 cents back then.
25 cents back then, now they might be a little bit more than that, but that's what I tell people. People like, I don't know an entrepreneur. I don't know anybody that's ran a business. All I think about is a cool cup lady.
Hey, boy, that's a good thing to look at.
Look at it, don't let them be fancy where they give you the big deal pickle and put the knife down the middle, put that pepper in there. And see, this crazy part, I'm allergic to pickles, but my friends used to make it look so good.
Make it look so good. I don't even read it, but they make it look good. I don't, that ain't my thing. I can't remember that.
But just like the local hamburger stand that's been there 20, 30 years. Those are institutes that people sit there and they say, okay, I don't know, there's nobody in my family on the business, but you see greatness around you.
Yeah.
You see greatness around you.
But you know what? It's people like you that that dedicate yourself to Sunday and give people the game. I'm gonna say the game. And kind of doing your part to tell them that you can do this. You can own your own business. You can try to do something that create some income and some wealth. Passed down to whatever, so you building a platform. That's
it's crazy. Thank you. I tell people to call me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give my phone number right again. 713-425-0510. That's my business line. That's for the Joseph Consulting Firm. Which means that you call at any time. We don't care if it's 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, okay? Because we service people in Japan and British too, over there in the UK. So we're gonna answer our phones 24/7. So if I don't pick it up, you might hear Greg, you might hear Brandy, you might hear Danielle, you might hear Pops. Well, somebody's gonna answer that phone. So it's no excuse. And I even let people ask me questions.
What? You even go support them? You do it. I mean,
yeah.
You do That's cool.
I let them ask me questions because what's the point in having a gift and hoarding?
Yeah.
Somebody gonna hoard my gift.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hoard it.
Yeah, don't do that.
Everything not for a dollar.
You do questions on the radio?
Yeah, I do questions. People send me stuff through lives and people send me stuff through text. Like, I'll answer your question. You can come on my show. I ain't one of them people that's gonna charge you $500 for you to have a seat to talk with me. Who am I?
Yeah, for real.
Because if you go down the street and go to one of these hamburger places that I really like, now I'm sorry.
Yeah, just bring some.
I tell people what's time. I tell people it's time. Bring yourself, bring your energy, and just be it. I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah.
Let's get your greatness out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of greatness, this is what we're gonna do.
What we gonna do?
What we gonna do? I keep thinking about this, man. Sincere by Mr. One Chance is fight. It's fight. But I want him to unpack that song a little bit for us before we play it on the air. Like, what was, what was the inspiration behind this song? Because, you and I talk, we chopped it up,
Yeah, we did.
the people come family up in this piece, okay? We family, He invited to the cookout. Okay?
It's a done deal.
It's a done deal.
Okay.
So, we talk about a lot of things. We talk about how, and I tell people all the time, it's no matter what you go through, you can overcome. I was a person that, I was in a wheelchair. You know what I'm saying? I was in a wreck. I was in a wheelchair. I used to get on Facebook Live and just kind of, I used to go zoom, zoom, zoom through the carts in the store, zoom, zoom, zoom. That was me. I used to be mad I was in a wheelchair, be mad I have to use one of these carts to get around inside of. I used to be mad. I was one of the people that was mad. And then I started thinking about, why are you mad for because you're sitting at home?
Yeah.
Why are you mad because you got to go to physical therapy? This is your time to plant your seed of what you want to do for the future. Nothing's guaranteed. I was in a wheelchair and people say, you might not walk. And I said, well, wait, just because my leg got stuck underneath the dash of a car, I'm not going to walk? I said, okay. And I'm a person, I'm used to going to the park, going to the museum.
Yeah.
I go to somebody's brunch, somebody networking event, all of that. Then all of a sudden, within minutes, life changed.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. So after the first week, it was like, I really got to figure out how to pop a wheelie in this wheelchair. Because if not, it's no fun.
Yeah.
That was me.
Okay.
That was me, And for the most part, I probably bumped into walls, for the most part. Especially like, I used to bump into people at the store in the carts. Actually didn't run over displays in the stores. I was one of those. But
You gotta get used to it. Like, that's
very used to it.
You gotta get used to it. That's crazy.
But my thing about it is this, that anything you go through, and I went through that 18 months, right?
Wow.
Anything you go through, we can get through it.
Oh, yeah.
It don't matter. Like, people think that because you have a certain circumstance or a certain disability or certain this and that you can't overcome. You know what I did from 18 months? Plotted.
You time to sit down and think.
Plotted.
Plotted.
I wrote out a list of skills that I wanted to learn in 1 year.
Wow.
And I invested in myself for 1 whole year and taught myself how to do all kinds of stuff, apps. Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah, my company did some great things.
That's
So,
big. That's
used
it wisely.
Hey, my brother is right here in the studio. Him right there, Gregory. He could build an app in probably basic app 6 days.
Wow, really? Oh yeah.
See,
That's
so
what I'm
sometimes
talking about.
I had to tap into that. So honestly, when I listened to your song, I thought about how I had to tap into that moment. I sat back. When I said your song on repeat.
Yeah.
Mr. One Chance, Sincere, YouTube, get it, but I'm gonna play it. It was wild. All I thought about when I listened to how many times, like, we hear about people almost giving up all the time. We hear about these tragedies, okay? You gotta dig in deep, you gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's more than that.
Definitely more than that.
It's more than that.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did it.
I did it. I did.
You did that.
Did I? Yeah, trust me, it's a lot of history right here. I'm right here now, ladies. It's a lot that this man went through. So,
But
that song is.
This ain't Oprah. We don't have to unpack all of it.
Yeah,
Because, we family. We talk our family. But I love the fact that, family pulled you through. Love pulled you through.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And I don't care what nobody say. Y'all family came back and built a powerhouse. Can I say that?
You most definitely can.
Can I say that? And City Houston, y'all did that.
I appreciate you.
And it's crazy because a lot of times we always think about these bricks that we land, this foundation. And we land them bricks one at a time. We're like, okay, all right, well, I got to sit back and think of something else. And every brick that you put on top of everything that you did. I don't know why. I research very well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't call me the business guru.
Oh, you went through everything.
Okay,
already.
good go. At some
Okay.
point I stopped. I said, you know what? my man 50 grand strong. I don't have to worry about, you know, I had to sit back and say, you know what, this somebody that overcame, you know, every obstacle, every block, every roadblock somebody could have thrown your way, from a financial standpoint, from an emotional standpoint, just from all ways around, and you just boom, 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 push through, push through.
Big G, man.
And that's the thing, right? People forget, like, that love, when you have love and support just from your core. It ain't gotta be your family members, it can be your 5, you know, everybody got their top 5 back in the day, T-Mobile top 5 on their phone.
Right.
You know, I got top 3, I might have 4. Look, let's just be real, depending on what day it is, I might call everybody in my call log and say, what's up, man, you heard from me for a while. Remember, I got a book right here, 1996, you owed me $15.23 for that Papados meal.
Not just the top 5, we call it everybody.
That's the everybody, right? But
right.
I love it. Like, I love how when I listened to the song, first I saw the video, and then when I listened to the song, I said, let me play it again. Where were you in that moment? Writing Sincere. Where were you?
Physically, and then where I was mentally, like in my
Both.
Physically, I wrote Sincere sitting in the car.
Just like that.
Just like that. Sitting in the car. I stayed in the car maybe about, I just sitting in the car for about an hour. An hour. And then listening to the beats, and then I heard that beat. And
that's a good beat.
Yeah. I heard
That's a good beat.
Most definitely shout out to the producer.
I couldn't even say that it wasn't that was a good beat.
So I did sit in the car, but I was at that time in my life, you know, I was you know, I still was kind of going through a few things, and you know, I was good business wise, but you know, I was just going through stuff, you know, a couple of things in my life. So that song was just for that fit. You know, it was for that, because that's what I was going through at that time. Everything in that song that I was going through at that time, I was feeling.
You was feeling it.
Yeah.
So all I know is this here, like when I had to sit back and think about how many times I'd have been at that edge, you know?
Yeah.
And I had people take that plunge. You know?
Yeah.
Just take that plunge and say, you know what, I'm done, I'm tired, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, I done had enough.
My boy did it too.
You know, I done had enough. I got a phone call yesterday about somebody that's close to me that decides to commit suicide. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I was like the 3rd person on his list.
Yeah.
And it's like, how crazy is that? Like, okay, so wait, I'm the emergency contact? Now, usually I got like a best friend that's for this doctor, a best friend for this place, and you know, my best friend Brady, you know, she the person for the eye doctor, my dad, and my uncle for this. How did Candace Joseph, business house broker hour, the business guru, become someone's like most important person in their life for somebody to say, hey, notify them if something happened to me. And this is the thing, it's like this is somebody I've been knowing for 10, 15 years. And so like I guess what it was for me, I just called people up and say, hey, I put you down as emergency contact, I hope you don't mind.
Yeah.
But I never thought about how I would have felt on the other end of a conversation. And then I got it yesterday.
Yeah. Wow.
I just tell them like, okay, well, you know, if they can't call me and tell me what time my appointment is, they're just gonna call you and leave a message.
Yeah.
But when I got that call yesterday, it was like, okay, all right, I get it. I get what that's like.
Yeah.
And at first, I was angry for like some hours, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I thought about? Sometimes, even though it's not something that we want for someone, that's what they saw fit for themselves.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
we have to look at it from the standpoint of, you know what? If you know that you kept in touch with that person, did what you need to do, you know, you did right by that person, then it's kind of like in a way, it's like, okay, don't get me wrong, I'm still processing, but it took me a minute to sit back and say, you know what?
Yeah, you have to.
You have to process it, but I think for me it was a little bit different. I processed it this morning in the terms of saying, you know what, for this person, I'm gonna keep pushing forward. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they're not here for somebody that inspired me, someone that always kept me motivated. So I'm gonna keep myself motivated at this point. I'm gonna pass that torch on that was passed to me to keep me motivated to somebody else.
There you go.
And that's
what
what
you're
I'm
doing.
doing.
That's what you're doing.
Hey,
And
I
that's what
missed
you're
the
doing.
one chance in the building. When I
We
say
in the building.
man, when I say I've been playing
We
this
here.
and playing this and playing this, you know, I'm thankful to have you here.
Appreciate it.
And,
Happy to be here.
you know, members of my team, they called on me to check on me this morning, and they were like, how fitting is that, you know, that's something that you guys are going to discuss on the air in regards to this song. And then all of a sudden last night it happened to you got the call. And I was like, you know what? That's how it was supposed to happen. That's how it's supposed to happen, because here I am, I tell people all the time, if you need help in that way, reach out to somebody. It don't matter, it could be your mail lady, it could be, you know, the lady next door that always wants sugar, but she ain't never got no Kool-Aid. You know, it might be her.
Yeah. Something happened in your life that you want to go there, and then now you get me. I'm the same.
I'm the same.
You know,
but you know what?
Fortunate in that situation, but it's wrong
but at the
to
same,
bring awareness.
That's right. It's to bring awareness to it, to get the help that you need, and it also encompass us to have a deeper connection. Because, you know, we already decided, you know, we just family. I'm invited to all the cookouts, you know, the book signings and the record release party.
Whatever,
and you know, he gonna make sure
that
that Cardi B know that I want to be her accountant. Look, let's be real. I want to be her daughter's accountant.
You want to be her daughter's accountant?
That's where the future money gonna come from.
That's where our money
That's
is,
where
right?
the money here. That's saying it out loud. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Yeah, you said that. I caught that. I caught that.
I cracked some jokes, but I'm telling the truth.
Yeah. 'Cause that's a good place to do that.
That's a good place, you know.
To do
And
that.
it ain't no difference than, you know, when some people's mom and dad used to put the light bill in their name. It's no
It's
different.
no different.
But you know, we gonna make sure your credit score is 100 by the time you get
That's
18.
You're going to be 850.
850. Okay.
Gonna
So
run
you
it
know
up.
what? I want you to introduce this song.
What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Mr. One Chance. This is my new single called Sincere. It's on all major platforms: Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. All you gotta do is type in Mr. M1, the one, Chance. It's everywhere. It's on YouTube, everywhere. So just go get it, check it out. I hope y'all like the song. Here it is. World premiere of my girl show, Candies. What's up? It's going down. The boy, Mr. One Chance. Sincere, you heard it here first.
All right, High Music Radio, the business knowledge program with Candace Jones. We'd like to the world premiere. It's the One Chance song. And this is the hit right here. Sincere.
HighVolumeMusicRadio.com. The business knowledge broker out.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing,
This is Candace Jones. Look, like I said, Mr. One Chance in the building with Sincere.
Here.
Like we are in here, you know, while you guys listen to the song, we sitting here unpacking it, and it's crazy because I loved it because in the song he talked about like bills not right. I'm trying to get every dime I can to make sure that the family is good. You know, while we fighting amongst each other, we're supposed to be connecting, and it's like that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Like. All I know is did that. All I know is this. Even though you said like, during the break you said that was one of the, lowest points where you were, you wasn't at your greatest, you wasn't at your worst, but you was like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, like okay. And not saying like, man, what's next? But it's like, okay, how do I maneuver around this? How do I put, mentally.
Mentally, I wasn't there. Like, I was in a good, decent situation, but my mind wasn't that. So you can go through some stuff in your life and you can have money, you can be set. But if you if you went through something and you depressed, the rich people did what they had to do to themselves to get themselves out of the situation because they couldn't go on because of depression. So that's where I was at mentally. Yeah. When I came home with Sincere.
Well, I like the fact that y'all family motto was 10 toes in.
10 toes in. That's me, 10 toes in
10
entertainment.
toes in entertainment.
That's me. That's the next song I'm gonna bring you.
I want a cameo. I don't care. I want a cameo.
You want a cameo?
I want a cameo instead of Charlamagne and Breakfast Club in the background. Candace Joseph, business broker hour.
I got you.
Joseph consulting firm in the building on the set.
Yep.
We'll sit
Next
around.
video, we
That's
definitely
it.
come get a shot here. For sure.
Because you know what? We connect, man. It's crazy.
It's
We
crazy.
text back and forth like, okay.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh, we found
look,
it.
my
We good.
team were like, okay, you gotta send him the meme of the day. I was like, I need to.
Hey,
It's,
tell me what no, keep it going. I like it, man.
I love it. I love it
Yeah.
because I love how this song just flows. And it didn't even matter. It don't matter your demographic. It didn't matter your education, your background, your race, ethnicity. It didn't even matter. Like anybody could connect to this song. You ain't always had it all together.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I made it for the for the world, like but not just a certain part. You know what I'm saying? Like a hood or the suburbs. You got different songs you can make for different things. A club.
Yeah.
So when I made Sincere, I really spoke to what I went through and what I know people are going through, and that's around the world.
I mean, but especially in times right
Oh
now.
man.
Especially in times right now because we thinking about, they talking about this vaccine, but everybody else talking about side effects. The only thing I keep thinking about, will people be able to afford it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I played stock market. One of the 3 companies that's making it, I bought stock in it. I did.
Yeah.
I'm a business person. Why wouldn't I buy stock in a company that I know in 3 months when their stock went from $14 to $85 a share? I would have been dumb if I did.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I mean?
That's it. That's the business in you, though.
That's the business in me, but at the same time, I wrote an email to them. Y'all don't buy your stock because I want people to get well.
Yeah.
But will the people be able to afford it?
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be the big thing right there.
Yeah.
To be able to afford it because the way how the economy is now, I can imagine if they did come up with that, and then they put it out for people, that it's gonna be crazy because for one they're gonna sell out. They distributing company ain't gonna have enough time to keep shipping. That's how most people are gonna be. Think Tylenol sold.
Yeah.
Think Tylenol sold.
Right.
That hit the market, and you gotta keep that to keep to.
Oh, I get it. You gotta keep the production up in order to get the demand out there.
Yeah.
See, it's wild because here we are, and being COVID-19, we talking about business, and your song hit at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because even though I know it was something that was birthed through tough times, it spoke. I sent it to people that I know needed to hear it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. And I think for me, I needed to hear it.
Yeah.
I needed to hear it. I was one of those people who, had issues with their company after COVID hit. But I do a business remix and keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
I keep it moving. If I got to give someone pro bono services because their businesses, their sales are low, let me show you how to get money back in your pocket so I can get paid. You know what I mean? So,
right.
I extend every resource, every contact. I extend it to people because I want people to know, like, you can win. You can win.
Like DJ Khaled said, you can win.
Yeah,
All we do
look,
is
win.
Win.
That's it. He made it known, like.
Yeah, I mean, because he got that drive. You gotta have that, man. Like, it's definitely inspiring. So you gotta have that to wanna make it. I mean, you can go through tough times, but I guess you gotta be, have the mind to wanna get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about what you go through. It's just about what you do when you get out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I like that. So when you're talking about 10 toes, 10 toes in entertainment.
10 toes in entertainment.
We're talking about, we got the bouncing service going.
Bounce World One.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Come on, man. What's,
that ain't all.
like,
I gotta.
hey, look, don't.
Things so I can just go
you might need
on and on.
But at the same time, you said, okay, I'm gonna do this. I might not know everything in it, but I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I know I like music. Why not become a part of that? Like, what keeps you motivated? Like, that's 2 companies that you have birthed.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Yeah.
What's the motivation? Like, okay, so all right, I got this one. You're like, oh, we good, you know,
Yeah,
got those
yeah.
screens, you know.
Yeah.
What's to someone that's listening in? Tell them about the motivation to even start, like to keep going in business, because sometimes it's hard. It's hard to have one and then you branch out to another.
Yeah.
That could be hard in itself. Tell people about that.
I mean, if you have one business, let's just say that let's start because it's the normal person
Yeah.
having one, and
More than one.
me trying to do the bounce world thing and the music and other stuff that I'm doing. That's I'm just gonna start with the one that people normally have. I guess, man, you just gotta. For me, it was just something I wanted to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just,
That's why you're my brother. This is why me and you clicked.
yeah.
It was no challenge. I wasn't trying to keep
No.
with the Joneses.
It ain't-
I wasn't trying to like.
No, it's just
oh,
something
okay,
I wanted to do. So that's the only thing I can tell you. You just gotta want to
you
do
got
it.
one
I don't want to make a long speech about it.
applause.
Yeah.
Most people sit there and say, "Okay, Candace, you got into business because of the money." No, man. Because if I got into business for the money, half y'all wouldn't be my clients.
Exactly. Yeah. So you just gotta find something just want. You just gotta have it in you to want to do it. You just gotta, like I say, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna say, you know what, boom, boom, boom. And if you got it in you, then you're gonna do it. And you just gotta have it in you. And there's people like you, me, and other entrepreneurs out there that's keep it in their face and let them see it and talking about it on their radio station and make them, make that decision. You know what, man? I'm sitting there rapping at my house. I can really make a song like this, make a song. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm going, hey, look, and don't think about it, because I'm going to check back in with you and just be like, what's going on, man? What's the
do it.
deal? You know, we need to come back on the show. You know, what's the
there.
new business thing?
I'm there.
You know, because I do this show to showcase people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care where you're from. I don't care where you're at. I don't care if you got to call in. I don't care if I got to do a pre-interview by Zoom, StreamYard, whatever you want to do. I don't care. My point is to get it out there.
And it is.
Because people don't know you exist, okay? Just because, little Ray down the street say he like your
Yeah.
ribs.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm
That
just
don't mean
saying.
that. You gotta bring it on a platform like you, and then politic and come together and as entrepreneurs, and then now more than, other than Ray like to know you're real good.
There you go. So it's
So-
like, I can't sit here and say Ray a slap of
Yeah.
ribs every Saturday and think I'm finna make it.
You could be having to play the reels right there, talking about the rest. Oh, it's real good. Like you co-sign it on live.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Just
Like
like
you
they did
doing
like they did in Crooklyn and they did
Yeah.
in other movies and
Yeah. And you
Hey.
got listeners and listeners around the world.
Yes, I do.
Now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm honored, man. And you say you are, I'm honored and blessed. I feel honored and blessed.
But
I
it's
appreciate
crazy
you.
though. This is like grassroots.
Yeah.
This radio station is grassroots. Right here in Houston, Texas. Yeah, it's black owned, but it's more than that.
Yeah. Yeah, most
You know what I mean? It's more than that. We play all genres.
Yeah.
It don't matter what decade, you might hear some
Yeah.
Liberace or something. You don't know what you're
Yeah.
gonna hear on this station. Because it's just music.
Yeah. It is.
Why worry about the top 10 hot ones? I want to know the ones that have lasting power, like
Yeah.
Elton John and, people
Yeah,
like
and-
that.
and- then like my entrepreneurs out there that's trying to do the business, make sure that you don't put yourself in a box as of course you for your people, whatever, but don't call yourself a black owner. You're
Just
an
a
owner.
business owner.
You're a business owner.
You're a business
because
owner.
if you do that, then you're putting yourself not to sell to all races around the world.
Yeah.
And so I'm not gonna say that about my business. I want
Just
to
an owner.
I want to sell to all races around the world. That don't mean I don't love my people or none of that, but I'm not a black owner. I'm a business owner.
Hey.
So,
So it's like for this radio station, I always get a thing about it being black owned. Only reason why I interject that is because of the fact that a lot of the neighborhood kids or the people that's listening might not think that they even exist.
Yeah.
They exist. We exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certain things that you think are, owned by a certain type of corporation, certain type of person, you
Mhm.
might be wrong about that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, a lot of people are learning that during COVID with these hair care products, because,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you never
Yeah.
know you never know who you support, but to me, I don't care who they are. The product is good, the money is great.
That's what I'm
Let's
talking
go.
about. I'm talking about the money is money.
Money, like
Like
let's just do it.
Like my homeboy company, Colorblind USA Inc. Colorblind. I'm colorblind. You know what I'm saying? So
I
all
love
of
it.
that,
I
yeah.
love all business owners. I don't
I
care
do too.
where they are in the world. I don't care if you got a good product. Man, let's go. It's
If you
go
black
time.
and own your business, man, be proud, man.
Yeah, that's
Definitely
true.
be proud about that. Be
That's
proud.
true.
Because that's a hard thing for, you know.
For a thing for
yeah,
people to
I
do.
mean, for people to do, to, you know, take that leap and if you,
Yeah,
you know,
we
put your-
exist.
yeah, put your money behind it and you believe in yourself and hey man, be proud. Be that proud black business owner.
And see, I tell people all the time, like, I'm not in competition with anybody. Even
No.
on a radio, you know, station kind of front. I'm not in competition with anybody. I just feel like, be the best version of you. Let me be the best version of me.
Yeah.
You know, I know the listeners be like, okay, Candace, we get the bread out analogy, but it's true.
Yeah, yeah,
You know, your packaging just different.
yeah.
But I have to say, big ups to you. Big ups. Mind blown. Mind blown. So don't be mad if you get that meme of the day. You know, I gotta tell my sister them to put you in on the group chat, and we gotta get it in.
We gonna get it in. It's good. We gonna get it in. I mean, I'm ready. I'm down. Whatever situation you know want. You got the green light. I know you asked me before. Can you share or whatever
Yeah.
you want to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know, for having me on. And if you call me again, I'm there. Whatever.
Man, like I said, you can come up here and co-host. We can sit here
And just talk.
We can just sit here and talk about business, talk about life, just talk, you know, because it's all about encouragement. It's all about empowerment.
Yeah.
It's all about lifting each other up.
That's what it is. And that's
Thank
all
you.
we're doing now. We just talking. You're welcome.
Thank you.
What's up? I love y'all.
Mr. One Chance here at How About Music, you know, radio. Listen to that song Sincere. Listen to it. You know what? I'm gonna go commercial break because it's too hot up in here. We too great.
We
You
on
know,
fire,
we
man.
on fire
We on
up in
fire,
here. There's
yeah.
nothing else we can do. So you know what? I'm gonna play something a little bit different.
Hit them fire emojis. Here, we on fire up here. We blazing, man.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna play a little Candy Rain, Soul for Real. You know, like I said, man, we are here at High Volume Music Radio. We exist, but we exist for you, the community, and you know, if you got the app, share the app. Let's be real. If you share photos, share that app.
Share that
High
app,
Volume
man.
Music Radio. You know, that way we're gonna put Mr. One Chance in rotation. We finna let some people know. At least on my show, we letting you know. High Volume Music Radio. We're gonna play Candy Rain, Soul for Real. Man, let's take it back to the 90s today, because that's what we do. We talking about cool culture. We're taking it back. Let's go.
highvolumemusicradio.com. The business knowledge broker out.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing,